Hello everyone, my name is Sarafi and I'm happy to meet you all. And today we're going to be talking about Battlewasps. Battlewasps are coming out in the next patch in Master Duel, and I wanted to take a look and see what the new Battlewasp support had been doing. And I found one top in the OCG. Someone managed to take first place. There were only 32 players in the tournament, but first place is something. And this was on August 3rd of 2024. So let's take a look and see what this new support has given them. The player is playing Big Insect. Now you might be thinking, that's trollish, why would they do that? Well, the reason for Big Insect is because of this card, Goki Pull. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one level 4 insect monster from your deck to your hand. Then if you added a normal monster, you can special summon it, then you can destroy one monster on the field with attack greater than or equal to that monster's. So you can just draw your Big Insect, summon it, then pop anything on the field. And it doesn't target, which is really good. So we are playing Goki Pull, so we want to play Big Insect as an option. Not necessarily would we use the effect on Big Insect, but if we needed to destroy something, we have the option, which is pretty good. Got the staples for Battlewasp, Pin the Bullseye. If you control an insect, you can special summon this card, and during your main phase, you can deal 200 damage to your opponent. Battlewasp Sting the Poison. If this card is normal or special summon, you can draw a Battlewasp monster, and then as a quick effect, you attribute one other insect monster, target an effect monster your opponent controls, and negate its effects until the end of the turn. So that's imperm, which is pretty good. We're playing Battlewasp Twin Bow the Attacker at 1. During your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you're locked into insects from the extra deck, and this card can make a second attack each battle phase, level 3. And Arbalest the Rapid Fire, which is a level 4. When this card is normal summon, you can target one level 3 or lower insect monster in your graveyard and special summon it. If this card's owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon one Battlewasp monster from your hand or deck. So that's really good. Those are all of the old Battlewasp cards, however. So let's take a look at some of the new cards that have been added. Battlewasp Rapier the Onslaught. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Battlewasp Rapier the Onslaught, level 5 Wind Insect. If you control no face-up monsters, or the only face-up monsters you control are insects, you can discard one other insect monster, place one Battlewasp Wind from your deck face-up in your spell and trap zone, then special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except insect monsters. You can banish this card from your graveyard to reduce the level of one insect monster you control by 1. You can only use each effect once per turn. So Rapier the Onslaught is level 5. And it special summons itself, and it also places a Battlewasp Wind in your spell and trap zone directly from your deck. Since it's playing it in the spell and trap zone, that is not adding it to your hand, which means it can't be ashed. What does the card do? Battlewasp Wind is a continuous spell card that says twice per turn if a Battlewasp monster is normal or special summoned to your field, you can target one of those monsters, add one Battlewasp monster with less attack than that monster from your deck to your hand, and once per turn you can target one insect monster you control with a level. This turn, you can treat it as a tuner if it is used as synchro material. You can only activate one Battlewasp Wind per turn. Now, Rapier the Onslaught does not activate the card, so you can have another Battlewasp Wind in your hand and play it, but it doesn't really matter whether you open it or not because you have Battlewasp Sachi the Ceremonial Bow, which has the ability to return a continuous spell you control to the hand in order to gain an additional normal summon. So you bounce the Battlewasp Wind yourself, then you activate it, and you get the effect. So this effect is twice per turn, which means that if you return it to your hand then activate it, that's 4 searches that you get, which is pretty good. This is very similar to Blackwings, actually. This Battlewasp Rapier the Onslaught is basically a searchable, powerful Simoon the Poison Wind, and Battlewasp Wind is basically Black Whirlwind, but with more restrictions. But it does work on special summons, which is important. Very, very good. Okay, the other Battlewasp cards, Armed Rebellion. Armed Rebellion. Normal spell card, special summon one insect monster with 1,000 or less attack from your hand or deck. Then if you special summon from the deck, send one monster you control to the graveyard. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except insect monsters. If a face-up insect synchro monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card to add one Summoning Swarm from your deck to your hand. Summoning Swarm is a Battlewasp Revive spell. You can only activate one Armed Rebellion per turn. Now you might think, okay, so you special summon from the deck, pretty decent, but you have to send a monster you control to the graveyard. What are we targeting here? The card you're going to target is Resonance Insect. Resonance Insect is a level 4 Earth Insect monster. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one level 5 or higher Insect monster from your deck to your hand. And if this card is banished, you can send one Insect monster from your deck to the graveyard, except Resonance Insect. So you play this card, you special summon your Resonance Insect. Resonance Insect then goes to the graveyard, and it adds your Rapier of the Onslaught to your hand, so you can immediately start using your Rapier of the Onslaught to search every other Battlewasp card in your deck. The first effect of Rapier of the Onslaught, you play the Battlewasp Wind, target the Onslaught, draw your Rapid Fire, normal summon Rapid Fire, bring back one of your Battlewasps from the graveyard, and then you just keep going. Really, really good. The other new cards, we have Sachi the Ceremonial Bow, which is an insect monster that can be treated as a tuner if it's synchro summoned. It's level 6, so you make it with your Rapier of the Onslaught and your Pin the Bullseye, and you have to use Battlewasp Wind to make one of them a tuner. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each of your banished Battlewasp monsters. That is obviously not good, but, you know, time rules are time rules. And what are you going to make with it? You are going to make Battlewasp Grand Partisan the Revolution. This is a level 12 Wind Synchro monster. Cannot be destroyed by card effects, 3,000 attack points. Insect synchro monsters you control gain 200 attack for each of your banished insect monsters, and if this card is banished, you can special summon it. Then you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of your banished insect monsters, and inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. So, pretty good. You just have to find a way to banish this card during your opponent's turn to revive it, and then blow up your entire field. And the best way to do that would be... in here somewhere, I assume. Probably with Bear Grim. Yeah, Bear Grim lets you special summon by banishing 3 insects for your hand or graveyard, but you can't do that during your opponent's turn. Is there a way to banish during your opponent's turn? I do not see a way. Okay. That's fine. There's probably something that I'm missing. So that's the new Battlewasp cards, and then they get combined with Bee Troopers, which are already a really good deck. Bee Trooper Sting Lancer. During your main phase, you can target one insect monster in your graveyard, one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. If you do, place both monsters on the bottom of the decks. If this card is normal special summon, you can add one Bee Trooper spell or trap from your deck to your hand, which will be your Bee Trooper Fly and Sting. Bee Trooper Fly and Sting. Counter trap card when your opponent activates a monster effect while you control a Bee Trooper monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. During your end phase, if this card is in your graveyard and you control an insect with 3,000 or more attack, you can banish an insect from your graveyard to set this card. You can only use one Bee Trooper effect per turn and only once that turn. You also have your Ragnarok Hunting Dance, which is target cards your opponent controls up to the number of insect, plant, and reptile link monsters you control with different types, and destroy them. If a face-up insect, plant, or reptile monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it is sent there, you can banish this card, then pop one of your opponent's monsters. Decently good effect. So yeah, these are just all synergistic. Like, this is like an insect pile deck, but the Battlewasp cards are very important. Other than that, we got the Pica Felina, which equips a monster from the graveyard to equip the you equip your Resonance Insect, then you send it to the graveyard to summon your Ultimate Insect, which tributes an insect monster with 2,000 or more defense it's equipped with. Tributing one insect monster with 2,000 or more defense. Oh, so you can't Pica Felina. Oh, you have to target an insect you control. Wait, hold on. Okay, so you have to send something else to the graveyard. Which... what 2,000 defense monster do you have? Is it just Bear Grim? Looks like it. Oh, I guess you can choose your Cruel Saturnus. Okay, that's fine. You also have Traptrix Adipus, which is basically Fiendsmith's Desiree. Once per turn, you can target face-up card your opponent controls up to the number of insect and plants you control, negate their effects, then you can apply this effect, banish one normal trap from your graveyard, which is your Ragnarok Hunting Dance, and if you do, destroy one of those targeted face-up cards. This is not a quick effect, so you do have to use it on your turn, but Bee Troopers and insects in general are better at going second anyway, because of Bear Grim. Bear Grim, Shelled Emperor of the Forest Crown. Level 9 Earth Insect cannot be destroyed, or cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand or graveyard by banishing 3 insects and or plants from your hand and or graveyard. Your opponent can activate monster effects in response to your spell or trap card or effect activation. And then once per turn during your main phase, you can destroy all face-up monsters on the field except insects and plants. Also, this card cannot attack directly for the rest of the turn. So you just blow up your opponent's entire field. Really, really good. Okay, so yeah, that is the insect deck that managed to do pretty well. It's got Cicada King to negate. It's got Invincible Atlas and Armor Horn, so you can make use of the Bee Trooper engine. Instant Fusion to pop out your Cruel Sarturnus, which you can't do in Master Duel, but you can still enjoy the idea. Now, overall, this deck looks like it'll be pretty interesting. So look forward to the new Battlewasps support. My name is Rafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.